Well, it's the last day of the Inside Tour. I'm pretty bummed. I'm not gonna lie. That being said, I haven't been getting a lot of sleep because the adrenaline levels have been so high. So it'll be time to settle back into relaxation and not such intensity of life. However, I wanted to recap last night. Well, first of all, it's day 5 of our Denmark trip. How about that? So last night was our award ceremony for the builds that we did the night before. And the dinner was fantastic, but the ceremony was just so fun. There were a lot of games. There were 5 different awards categories, and if you can believe it, I won one of them. I got a trophy for best parts usage. So in Lego language, there's a term called NPU, which is nice parts usage. It's when you use Lego elements or like Lego parts in a way that they're non-conventionally used. And with the help of some of the designers, I was able to use some weird bricks in a weird way on my Cubist RuPaul sculpture, and I guess the judges liked it enough. I also was able to get a couple of sets signed by the original designers. One in particular, Aaron, who I am so excited I got to meet because I've seen him since season 1 of Lego Masters, and he's just such an incredible designer, and it's so cool to see him working here now and to know that he also has a background in musical theater. How cool is that? I really want to find my place here eventually, and I don't know if that will change in the next couple of years while I'm on tour, but I think eventually I am going to want to be here, and I hope it happens sooner rather than later, but mark my words. Mark my words. I'm gonna head down for breakfast. Then we are heading to the Lego house, and we're having a signing session with the designer of the Lego house sets. His name's Stuart, and he's going to sign some of our sets as well as the Inside Tour exclusive set that we'll be getting today. I still don't know what it is. I'm excited to see whatever it is. It could be anything, and I would be happy with it. Man, can't believe it's wrapping up. But I've got one more night here in Billund, so I won't leave until tomorrow, and hopefully I don't cry. Well, needless to say, I'm pretty bummed because the tour's over. And if you've been watching this whole thing, you understand how much this has meant to me. You understand how exciting this whole journey has been. It's pretty devastating to have to leave what feels like probably the best 3 days of my life. But it's time to recap the last few events. So some of the things that I'm going to talk about, I can't fully talk about, but I'm going to talk about them as much as I can. So this morning, we had a couple of presentations by some pretty great people. We had a presentation by someone from the Lego Foundation. His name's Soren, and he talked to us about what the Lego Foundation is, what it provides for children, how it is working to globally change the way that children learn. He had us build a duck out of 6 Lego bricks, and the moral of the story is that everyone's duck was a duck. No, the moral of the story is that everyone's duck was different. And that's kind of the point he was driving home, is that 2 + 2 does equal 4, but what does 4 equal? 4 equals so many different things. You could answer questions all year trying to figure out what 4 equals. It equals 2 + 2, it equals 4 people dancing, it equals 7 - 3, and so on and so forth. So that was a really great presentation, and it really set us up for the next part of the journey, which was a tour through the Lego house. And I have to come back in the next year. Part of this entire Lego Inside Tour was that we got an entire year pass to the Lego house, which we can redeem essentially whenever we want to for the next year. So I will definitely be coming back to Billund at some point in the next year to revisit the Lego house, see what all it has to offer, and yeah, be back here in this place that now feels like a new home that I want to arrive to. So we went through the Lego house, had an incredible experience. One of the experiences we had at the Lego house that was pretty profound was something that we experienced at the beginning of the tour, which is that every Lego employee receives 6 red bricks when they arrive to the company. And the point of that is that you can create anything you want with those 6 bricks, and you can create so many different things with those 6 bricks. So today we kind of explored that a little bit more because there's a Lego printing machine in the Lego house that prints these 2x4 red bricks and pumps them out and gives them to the guests as they leave the Lego house. And the reason is because you, with your wristband, scan the station that gives you a card that gives you one of nearly 1 billion different variations of how those 6 red bricks could go together. And the entire point of that is to show people that with 6 red bricks, there are almost 1 billion variations. So imagine what you can do with 10 bricks or 100 bricks or 1,000 bricks. There's so many possibilities. Even within the same brick of the same color, there's so many options. There's so many ways to create something new out of these things that a lot of people see as just a toy, but they're so much more than that. They can facilitate incredible learning. They can facilitate character growth. They can facilitate creating new experiences. They can facilitate making connections with people you never thought you'd connect with. And that's kind of something I want to drive home, is that as far as connections go, I've met some of the coolest people that I've ever met in my life because of this common interest. Before I went to bed last night, night, I decided I wanted to make a Facebook group so that we all could connect. So this morning and throughout the day, I made it my mission to get as many people from our group into the Facebook group as I could. And it's just gonna really allow us all to stay connected and not feel like this was just some kind of crazy dream that we all had. We also received our last big gift of the tour, which was the LEGO Inside Tour exclusive set. It is a very special set. It is very reminiscent of what the tour is and what it means to everyone. I have no intention of opening it anytime soon. Even if I leave a review about it at some point down the road, I have no intention of opening it to show you all what's inside, but I'll be happy to describe to you what it is because it's incredibly valuable. I mean, it's got our group photo on the back of it. It's got 2 signatures from the designers who worked on it. That was another thing that happened today is we got to have a signing session with some really incredible LEGO designers. I went and last minute bought a set at the LEGO House store, a Star Wars set to get signed by one of those designers, which was really, really cool. I ended up becoming close with a couple of people here, Kelly and Jason. Jason, who I'll see in September because he lives in Cleveland and our tour is going to Cleveland, so that's really exciting. And Kelly, who's awesome as well, and just both huge fans of LEGO and are people that I'm really happy that I got to spend the rest of this evening with. Ended up buying an extra night here in Billund just to kind of wrap things up in a nice bow for myself before heading back to Copenhagen. The tour guides as well were all so incredible. I'm gonna miss them all so much. It's gonna be an emotional couple of weeks for me, I think, as I go through all this footage and piece together something that can at least show you the tip of the iceberg of what all of this was and what it all means to me. There were so many things I couldn't film, so many things I couldn't capture, so many times when I just wanted to be present and just be there, even today in the LEGO house, enjoying what the experience was. But I think that what I'll have to share with you will at least capture the essence of what this tour is and what it meant to me and what it can mean to other people who are wanting to apply and wanting to go. And I'm really excited to share all of that with everyone. And I hope that this journey has shown you that LEGO is so much more than a hobby and even so much more than just a toy, that it's a passion, a lifelong career for some people, and it's also a facilitator for so many great things. Oh, Kelly and Jason and I also got to explore the park just a little bit today. Saw some fun things throughout. Popped into the shop over there, saw some of Miniland, which is where they have a lot of micro scale sculptures of different buildings and whatnot. And we even went into the haunted house ride. We didn't ride the ride, but we wanted to walk through and see what it was like. Played a game, I lost, but it was fun. Oh, they had chocolate bricks, that was pretty cool. We're grabbing one more drink tonight before we wrap up, and then it's back to Copenhagen tomorrow. I'll be there for a couple days, so, you know, this journey's not completely over. I'll have a lot more to document and to talk about, and there'll be even more to recap because of all the sets I'm taking home and all the sentimental gifts that we've received. I can't wait to show you more about my trophy and the set that I built. For now, I'll talk to you soon.